In the wake of the protests in some states, over the rising cost of living and the announcement made by organized labor that its members will begin a nationwide protest on February 27th and 28th over the economic hardship in the country, the hashtag "I stand with Tinubu" on Tuesday began trending on social media. Daniel Bwala, a former spokesperson for Atiku Abubakar's presidential campaign in the February 2023 presidential election, in a tweet called on all political appointees of the Tinubu administration, members of the All Progressives Congress, and Tinubu's fans not to shy away from openly supporting the president. Well, his tweet reads in part: "If you are a supporter of the Tinubu or you are his appointee in whatever capacity, or you are a member of his party, the APC, or you are a believer of his vision or a lover of Nigeria, this is the time to come out and speak for him in appealing to Nigerians to be patient in this hard times of reform agenda. There are enough facts and figures to support his efforts. Stop the ducking and dodging because of possible backlash, insults, and criticism. True loyalty is defined by sacrifices and commitment. No glory without story, no gain without pain. We are all patriotic citizens in this effort together." Well, also, Ayo, before I come to you, meanwhile, Senate President Godswill Akpabio has joined those who say that the protests in different states across the country over economic hardship are being sponsored. Akpabio made the comment during plenary in the Senate on Tuesday.
The situation is evolving on a daily basis. You can see a lot of sponsored protests here and there, but those people are not aware. Most of those sponsored protests are not aware of the kind of efforts being made by this Senate to tackle the situation, together with the joint management team of the federal government of Nigeria. There is no father that wants to see his child sleep in the night without food, with a stomach rumbling. So we must provide. That's why I said we must not limit our discussion to, we will not import food, we will not do this. Wherever we can find food to put on the table of Nigerians, we shall do so. It's an emergency situation.
All right, Ayo, okay. You hear the Senate president there. I mean, he's the Senate president, Ayo, and he's making this statement here. Okay. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Well, let me start with, since the Senate president, Godswill Akpabio, of course, at this time, maybe he read Daniel Bwala's tweet, and in terms of coming out, all those, the supporters of President Bwala Tinubu should come out and encourage Nigerians to be patient. However, at this time where people are hungry and angry, it is important for leaders, especially the political class, to be very sensitive when making certain speeches, because that categorization, saying that these protests were sponsored, is provocative. It could aggravate people to say that you're not actually aware or in touch with the sufferings of the people, for you to assume that people who have genuine concerns about the fact that they don't have food to eat have come out peacefully protesting to make their grievances known and heard by the government are being tagged as being sponsored. Absolutely not. Rather than that, he should identify with the fact that yes, and this is a challenge with, in terms of governance sometimes, it's an acknowledgement and an ownership of the problem, or rightly defining the issue, and to let the people know that you understand what they're going through and you are in the process of solving the issue, rather than totally discountenancing their experience. Absolutely not on. So in the way of defending the administration of the government, it's important for him to say the right things, but not to also provoke the people who are also hungry by saying that what they are going through is not really as bad as what they are saying, and only sponsored protest is what is going on. Absolutely. We've seen protests in Osun State. We've seen protests in both APC-led states and PDP-led states as well. Not sponsored. Beyond that, we also see, going back to what Daniel Bwala mentioned, that people, my rejoining to that is that they are too hungry to come out to type or to say anything about the fact that they are supporting or rallying around the president. This is no longer partisan. It's not about supporting a political structure or a political party. It is a collective and shared need of the Nigerian people in terms of the sufferings that people are encountering and the need to speak up. We must move away from seeing speaking up as criticism and hate and coming from the opposition. This is the reality of many Nigerians, and we need